estate and make a bunch of money, man.
For sure.
That's it.
I'm with it. How you well now let's go all the way back. We're gonna touch on, the investment property, we're gonna touch on the real estate. So you grew up in Tampa.
Right.
All right, what was the vibe like in Tampa?
It was dope, bro. I was a hooper growing up, so I played sports my whole life. All the way up into my junior year of high school, I went to public school, and then I transferred to a private school. After I transferred to a private school, I got some scholarship offers. My freshman year of college, I committed to Warner University. It's right outside of Tampa. I played there for a year, but it was like a private Christian school, bro. Yeah. They was offering me a half scholarship, so it wasn't much going on there. And they was charging like $40,000, and they was offering me like $20K, so I still had to come out of pocket $20,000, and I had nothing to do there. So I was like, man, let me just go to a public school. Tuition is cheaper. I'll have more to do, and I'll try to hoop, get in where I fit in. But it was dope, bro. It was a vibe. I appreciate my upbringing. My people was. I'm black, so they was kind of strict on me. But
For sure.
I grew up like that, bro. But it was a vibe. I love Tampa. I plan to go back there one day. I ain't gonna live there forever, but I go back there for the next portion of my life, and then I want to go to like a bigger city, like Cali, New York.
For sure.
Type vibe.
Yeah, New York is vibe.
Yeah, for sure.
That shit lit 24/7. I actually I used to live in Orlando.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
My people frequently in Orlando. I was living in Orlando for a couple of years.
Really?
Shit was lit.
What part? You was like Winter Park? Or?
Orange County.
Okay.
I stayed a majority of my time at Kissimmee.
Okay, yeah.
Lake Buena Vista, that area.
Okay, yeah.
Everywhere, really. 407, everywhere. Tapped in.
Yeah. That's like 45 minutes away from Tampa. So yeah, we used to travel to Orlando.
I'm trying to move back up there.
Okay, yeah. Same here, bro. So we'll be tapped in together.
For sure. But yeah, okay, so you grew up in Tampa. How you get to Pensacola?
So in the process of me, like once I committed to Warner, in the process of me trying to decommit, like in order to decommit from a school, you got to meet with the coach because you signed a contract, you're on a scholarship for 4 years. So you got to decommit, you got to talk to the coach and like get him to release you from your contract. So in the process of me doing that, he agreed to like help me get scouted by other schools. So he was sending out film, and I was too. They made me like a highlight tape. I ended up getting in contact with the assistant coach from UWF. He told me to come down here for a workout. I did good, bro. I killed them niggas on me. But eventually, pretty much what happened was he was like, we just offered 3 freshmen. If all of them commit, then we don't have any more scholarship money.
Yeah. But
he was like, still apply to the school, get accepted. And so he was like, worst case scenario, you can walk on the team. Like, we'll have you somewhere. You just want to be on scholarship. Pretty much. I ate it up. They tell that to all the athletes, but I ate it up. I applied. Then I didn't get offered. And pretty much I was like, man, I'm already accepted. I may as well just go to UWF, live my life. I liked the area. It was like a big school. I had coming from like a small little like Warner, like it was a big school. So I was like, man, I'm about to live my best life. So got accepted, moved out here. The rest is history. Once I got out here, pledged into a fraternity, did all that, joined SGA, different organizations, started my first business, and then just
for sure. So the first business, what was that? Clothing brand?
Yeah. So when I was 18 or 19, I started. It was called Culture. So the idea was, it was a clothing brand called Culture, and the idea was for me to create a clothing brand that represented all aspects of like different cultures. So like getting into like, different religion. Like we was talking about that a little bit earlier. Like religions, like clothing line, like not on no lame shit, but like some shit that like represented what you're into.
Right.
And different people could have the opportunity to identify with the clothing and understand like the meaning behind it. Like for example, like dashikis. I feel like that's very like specific to like the African culture.
Yeah.
But they all have it's a meaning behind it, but like it's a type of clothing. Like not everybody gonna put that on. You know what I mean? So it's like I was trying to incorporate like modern day like streetwear swag while still having like a purpose behind like the clothes that I was trying to sell. So that was the idea of it. It was dope. People enjoyed it.
For sure. And that was all at UWF?
Yeah. Okay. So I did it all at UWF. I had a website. I had photo shoots. I had like launch parties, videos. It was dope.
Okay. So fast forward to what you get into, you graduate.
Right.
Get into real estate then?
So it went like this. So I had culture, then I found out about culture. All right, I stopped doing culture when I found out I wanted to do real estate. So
okay.
my mom was sick. My mom had cancer.
Okay.
She was like an entrepreneur as well. She was into like fitness, aerobics. She had her own gym, but in the middle of her like having cancer, in the middle of her having cancer, she started talking to me about real estate. Yeah. I remember we were sitting in the hospital. She was like, "Oh yeah, I'm thinking about real estate, like da." And I started looking it up that night on the computer, and she ended up falling asleep, and I just kept doing research. So it snowballed from there. And so once I realized, I was like, I want to work for myself, because I was doing good on the clothing line, bro. But like once it was getting bigger, and I had to learn like specifics that I wasn't really interested in. Like I remember, bro, I had a meeting with someone, and they were trying to explain to me the difference between like a summer green and a winter green, and like they were trying to explain like different fabrics, like 50% cotton and polyester.
Okay.
Different like nylons and like mixed textures and just different things, bro. I like to look nice. I like to dress.
Right.
But I don't really care too much about like small things like that. Especially I was trying to
the specific.
Exactly, and I was trying to expand into women's clothes, and I was like, I don't know, bro. That's not really my vibe. I'm not super passionate about like all the intricate details behind like clothing that you need to know if you want to like make actual clothes, like a scalable business with it. So I started moving away from that, and I was like, you know what, I'm gonna dive into real estate. My mom had just put me on game about it, so I was like, dope. And then that's when I fell off of the clothing line, and I started putting all my efforts into real estate. So my junior year of college, that's when I started studying real estate for the test and all that stuff. I got licensed the end of my junior year, and I started selling real estate my senior year of college.
Oh, for sure. That's what's up.
Yeah, so I was selling my first year of real estate, I was in college.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was in college at the same time.
For sure. And the transition, was it smooth?
From like college, clothing, or
no? Well, the getting into starting to college.
Oh, okay. So like you talking about how did I balance like real estate and college at the same time? Honestly, bro, it wasn't nothing crazy. Like I know it would probably be better if I had like an elaborate answer, but I just was hustling, bro. I mean, sure. I would section my days. Like I said, I was involved on campus as well. I was in a fraternity, SGA. I had other student involvements as well, and I had a job. I was leasing apartments when I first started. But I would just section my days off to commit to like what it is I wanted to do. So if I had class until 1 p.m., I would be doing class, and then from 1 till 3, I'd do homework. Then from 3 to 7, I'm trying to make, I'm in the real estate office. Or if like my senior year of college, I think I didn't have as many. I think I had 2 virtual classes. Okay. And I think I had 2 in person. So it was really majority of my time was spent at work. And then when I wasn't at work, I was, trying to hustle, trying to make some business for real estate.
For sure.
And then leveraging the 2. But I knew I had to go, in order for me to make money, I knew I had to go full time. So it was more about me understanding, all right, how can I leverage myself out of this job so I have more time to dedicate to this business.
So how did that process go about leveraging yourself out of your job? Because I know it's a lot of people, Yeah. I'm pretty sure you see on social media, it be a lot of people that be telling people to quit their jobs.
Yeah, for sure.
Start a business.
It sounds nice. It sounds nice. You need to have a plan, my boy. You need to have a plan. But luckily for me, bro, like I tell anybody, bro, I feel like the biggest gift in life is like the gift of like networking with people, like being able to like make friends and like understanding like the value that they bring. And I feel like that's what helped me. Like I met some really good people, some helpful people that saw potential in me. They saw I was working towards something.
Yeah.
Eric.
For sure.
Yeah. And pretty much what happened was I let him know my situation. We talked about it. You know, I proved myself. Like he could see that I wasn't just like someone that was talking about it. I have results, and I was doing something. And pretty much what happened was he gave me a job working in his office making calls. So
cold call.
Exactly. So he had an ISA department set up for his team. And so my job, I think he paid me like it was less than I was making, but he paid me like $10 an hour to make those calls pretty much like from 9 to 5.
So basically, you got a job in real estate.
Right. So
that's lit, though.
Yeah, it was like I was like a real estate assistant, and I got the job, and then they put me on game about how to make cold calls and you know how to talk to people about real estate, and that was the whole plan. Like when we sat down, he was like, "You need to get out of this full time," and he was like, "Well, we can offer you this. You'll learn this, and then on the back end, you know you'll be able to once you do go full time, you'll already have that skill."
Yeah, that's lit though.
Yeah, exactly. So that's what I'm saying, bro. Like, good. I feel like it's important to have like that network of people. You know what I mean? You never want to depend on it. Like, it never wants to be like your fallback. Like, you dependent on people for you to get things done, but also understanding that like being a likable person, being a good person, helps you makes life easy.
Facts. In my opinion. Shit, bro, I'm with it. Yeah. But yeah, okay. So you. Smooth transition. Are you staying with your parents at this time? You leasing you know your own apartment?
Yeah, nah, bro. So my parents, so at this point, so my mom passed away.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry to hear that, bro.
Yeah, nah, you good. Sure. You good. My mom passed away in 2020.
Okay.
So she literally passed away right before I graduated. Yeah, so it was right before I graduated. So she didn't have the chance, so the question you was asking me, am I living with my parents? Okay, so that's how I got into that. So my mom passed away. When I came to UWF, I was up here by myself. So all my people
for sure.
in Tampa still. So I got my own apartment, everything. She passed away, and then I was living at the Fountains, which is an apartment complex, but I was living with some roommates or whatever, and yeah, just doing my thing. But yeah, my people, they wasn't helping with nothing. I was out here hustling.
Oh, for sure. I feel you though.
I had to get it out the mud. I'm still getting it out the mud. You feel me? I ain't necessarily made it. I'm not where I want to be, but we in a different position.
For sure. I'm already knowing, bro. Shit. Hustling, bro.
For sure.
That's all I be on. 24/7.
I'm already knowing, bro. I see this man's name everywhere.
Yeah, man.
I see that. That's dope, though, bro. That's dope. I respect the hustle, bro. I remember, I ain't gonna lie, I the first time I saw you, bro, it was like it was a video you did, I don't know if you remember, but you had on it was like, I think a black polo, and it had Better Homes and Gardens on it, and then it was somebody recording, you was on like the sidewalk, and you was giving some game about real estate, and I was like, bro, he in Pensacola? So I'm like, bro, it's another black young man in Pensacola, and I ain't never link up with this man. I remember I followed you on I think, I don't know where I seen it, bro. It may have been Facebook or something like that. Anyways, I followed you on, because I use Instagram a lot more, so I followed you on all the things, bro. And I seen you was, doing your oils, and you had your brand. And that shit dope, bro.
For sure, appreciate it,
I respect it.
Shit, I'm actually, right now, I'm in the, state of point where I was so focused on, on my other business. This shit got me suspended from school.
How you get suspended from school, bro?
I'm up here for cybersecurity.
Okay.
So I'm good on. I've never failed school ever in my life, but coding, there's a whole whole different breed. I ain't never bro, what the fuck is this?
On me, that's a different language, bro.
Yeah, so I had tutors, I studied, that shit is just what I failed. I tried though, I didn't try. But I tried, but I just failed.
Respect.
And then I guess my GPA dropped too low to where they was like, okay, we're going to suspend you for 1 semester.
Yeah,
which is technically the summer.
Right.
So, like, basically, I just got 2 months to hustle and, make a whole bunch of money type shit. And it's supposed to be going back in August. Mm-hmm. I'm waiting on them to accept my appeal.
Okay. Yeah, I got you. You going to keep the same major?
Nah.
Yeah, what you going to switch to?
Probably going to IT.
Okay.
Because, I'm big into tech. Okay. So, like, crypto, building apps, systems.
Oh, really?
I'm into, like, all that type of shit.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, that's, like, my overall goal is, like, real estate and tech.
Okay.
And, like, even, like, with my brands and stuff, like, bro, I'm big on the back ends. Mm-hmm. Like, a lot of people in the city, I built their websites for them. I know how to run ads. Like, anything tech savvy, I can do it.
Damn.
Type shit.
That's dope, right?
Or even, like, the cameras, podcasting. Like, bro, anything tech, I can figure it out.
That's tough.
Type shit.
That's tough. I'm with it.
Or, like, learning how to automate shit, too. Like,
with
AI and shit.
Yeah. So, we could collab on some stuff, bro. You see, like, that's the thing, bro. I'm learning, like, with this wholesale stuff and starting that business. It's like you got to set, like, the goal is, like, set the foundation so it can become scalable. And a lot of that stuff is, you need it to be automated. You need to have the bread up front to invest in that and just keep it investing, keep it rolling so you continue the business. But that's tough. That's tough.
I think that was the hard part for me, though. Like, just with real estate or anything, it's like, it was hard for me because, so, when I got out of high school, I'm thinking, real estate is like, okay, real estate school, they gonna teach me what the fuck to do. Ain't nobody teach me what to do, and then ain't nobody tell me. And this is what I be telling new agents. Now it's like, bro, have some money.
Yeah, for sure.
Like, cause I had money, but it was like, I didn't know I had to have money to put into the shit. I'm like, no, what the fuck?
Bro, for real, bro. I was the same way, bro. So my story was, man, I took the test. I'm studying, but so my whole life in school, when it come to school, bro, I just naturally, I ain't never really been the type to study for, like, months. It was just like I kind of walk in, I took the test, I did good enough to pass. I had good grades.
Right.
So I wasn't really that type. So they tell me I gotta study. So when I took the
real estate exam.
Yeah, but not the state one, the one that passed the class.
Okay, for sure.
I took that one and I passed it, and it was easy to finesse essentially.
Right.
So then when I'm going to take the state exam, I'm like, yeah, bro, I'm good to go. Like, I remember I passed that. I scheduled the state exam for like a week later. So I'm like, yeah, I'm good to go. I walked in that bit, bro. I had to go all the way to Alabama, I think it was. I walked in that bit, bro. I took, afterwards, they give you a grade.
Yeah.
Bro, I walked out with like a 50. It was like 50 because you need what, 75?
75.
Yeah, it was like 50. I had like a 50 out of 100 or something like that. I was so pissed off, bro. But I was nervous too, but I was like, man, I could do better. So I rescheduled as soon as I got in the car. I rescheduled it for like the following week in Pensacola, and then I was like, all right, man, I'm gonna study a little bit for this week, and I'm gonna go ahead and take it. I took that bit, got like a 73. So I failed twice. I failed the real estate exam twice, bro. So I'm frustrated again. I'm like, man, I'm finna just reschedule it, and I'm like, man, maybe I should study, like, take the time to, like, actually study for this shit. And in the midst of me doing research, looking for study guides, I find out that if you fail it 3 times, you gotta retake your class. Like, you gotta start all the way over, right? So at this, I'm like, damn. So I only got one more try to get this correct because I done wasted.
Is that a new rule?
This was when I was getting licensed.
Bro, I failed 3 times.
Oh, for real? And they ain't that's crazy because I looked on Google, bro. And it was like, bro, after you fail 3 times, if you don't take the test 3 times, if you don't pass on your 3rd time, you got to retake the class, and you got to retake the class exam, and you got to start over from the beginning and pay more money. So I'm like, damn. So then I don't know how they check it. I guess I don't know how they check it, but I know I saw that. And then, so yeah, I took probably like 3 weeks to study. Got it my 2nd time, or my 3rd time. I got like a 80 something. So I passed. But yeah, bruh, I forgot how I even started talking about that shit.
But I just know from my experience, I already know the struggle with the test, bro. I failed the test 3 times. I passed it on the 4th.
Okay.
But I was so pissed off. Like, bro, I'm like, bro, what the fuck?
What the fuck is this? This shit hard as a bitch, bro, on me. Bro, I'm good at taking tests. I promise. Like, I'm not a slow nigga, bro. But that real estate test was not it, bro. But I did find out that all those state exams, like when you're running to get like a license or something, they all are pretty hard, pretty rigorous. Like my homeboy, he trying to get his license as a personal trainer.
Oh, for sure.
And I think it's the same concept. Like it's 100 questions. You got to get like 70 right. And he was like, it's challenging. You feel me? But yeah, I was looking up and they said the real estate test one of the hardest tests to take.
Yeah.
But they be asking questions, bro, that's so irrelevant. Now that I'm a real estate agent, bro, I'm like, oh, that's how we started talking about it. Because you was like, yeah, I thought they was going to help. Yeah, so after I get licensed, bro, I'm like, oh yeah, we in there. Boom. So, you know, I had some bread saved up because I knew that I needed like probably like a stack to put into it. But I'm like, you know, I'm thinking I know all this shit about real estate, bro. I get my license and I'm like, you know, where the help at? And then where I hung my license at, I'm thinking they like, oh, you can use coaches or you can have like a little like real estate coach.
Yeah.
That shit was not nothing, bro. That shit was not what you need. That shit all like a I'm not gonna say a scam, but it's not what you thinking it is. Like it's very like generic guidance. And then someone told me there's like if you need further help, your best route is probably to be on a team. And I ain't gonna lie, bro. I think that's the best decision I would have made because I think if I wouldn't have been on a team, bro, that shit wouldn't have lasted.
I'm gonna be real. I'm the same way. Bro, before I got on the team last year, bro, I was gonna quit this shit, bro. I was gonna be like, bro, fuck this shit.
That shit just is stressful, dog. Like, you gotta worry about the transactions, like the paperwork, bro. I'm like, nah, gee. But yeah, now that I got a transaction coordinator, all that shit, you know, I'm a little bit more confident in it, so.
For sure. Yeah, that's lit. Yeah, like, that's pretty much my same experience, bro. Like, the team changed my income, changed the way I did business, and I actually understand everything now, too.
Yeah.
So, like, before, I ain't gonna lie, I ain't understand shit.
That's the main thing, bro. It's like and that's what I'm learning, bro. Like once you get the basics of it down, bro, like you can really, and because you're already a realtor and you want to get into investment, you gonna have a leg up on like other investors because what I'm learning is, bro, they understand it from an investor standpoint,
yeah,
but not from a realtor standpoint. We get it from a realtor standpoint. So once we go in this field, we gonna have a leg up, and then like investors don't understand it from like a wholesaler standpoint. So that it's like looking at one deal from 4 different perspectives because like a flipper is gonna look at a deal and say this is not a good deal.
Right.
As well as a wholesaler is going to look at the deal and say, I can make a lot of money. And then someone who's looking for rental units is going to be like, yeah, I could do this and I could do this. You know, and a realtor is going to be like, oh, I don't want to touch it. I'm only getting a $5,000 commission off that. I don't really care if I'm going to work for it. You know what I mean? So it's like different lenses. And that's why I use the word mogul is because my end goal is I want to be able to look at everything from like everyone's perspective,
yeah,
and being able be able to manipulate it to my benefit. You know
that's kind of how I look at like everything in life from all our perspectives.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, for sure. That's how I be navigating, bro. Shit. But that's lit though. Yeah. So you start doing good in real estate. Are you you closing every couple months or every month? Type deal.
Still like currently or
just like throughout this process. Not right now, but
okay. So yeah, when I first started, I closed my first deal in October, and every month since there, I closed at least one, and then I closed my biggest one was that $1 million one.
Okay, so talk about that.
Okay, that was a vibe with good people, bro. Honestly, bro, I learned that dealing with the clientele of like people from like 300,000, like 150 to 300,000, dealing with those people is a lot more stressful than dealing with like higher end people. Is because these people, they care. They're so like nitpicky, and they don't understand the process. So
right.
they have a bunch of questions, and they don't really trust you, and they don't know how, like, if you're lying to them or not, or where you can take advantage of them or not. But these people who, like, it's not that big of a deal to them, they understand the process already. Yeah. So they don't have they're not as like pressed or as worried. So I say all that to say, this $1 million deal that I closed, it was one of the easiest deals, if I'm being honest. Like, they was cool people, bro. I remember they pulled up when I was showing them the house. I came in like a suit, bro. Like, I was fitted. Like, I had it was like a light peach suit, tie, white button up, dress shoes. It was a dude and his wife. They came from Ohio, and the lady got out the car. It's like, oh, I like your suit. I was like, I appreciate it. But they was drunk as hell. Like, they was vibing, bro. Like, I remember walking through the house, and she was picking up stuff, and she was like, do you like this? Like, they was just drunk as hell. Like, it was a fun time. Like, I'll never forget them. Because it wasn't like as like stressful. Like, dealing with like clients, sometimes, you get out the car, you're like, all right, I want to impress them. Let me put on, let me come off educated and all this stuff, and they ask you questions, and they trying to press you like you against them. Yeah. But like, those couple of clients that I had, bro, at that price point, they was chilling, bro.
Bro, I ain't not gonna lie. So like, with me in real estate, bro, that's what I've been starting to realize the past couple months. I was like, bro, I gotta go up in price range, because I was like, bro, people not to talk down on those people.
Yeah, exactly.
Like 200 below or even 250 below, it's just like, them people, they so picky. So their budget is small,
right? But they
have the most to say. Like bro,
they like, man, I want the driveway on the left side. The master room got to be in the back. I need to have a walk-in shower. No carpet nowhere. The kitchen needs to be updated. I need room for my dogs. It got to be in a good school zone, bro. I'm like, man. And I mean, it's cool. Like you said, I ain't hating on nobody.
For sure.
And I'm not talking down on nobody at all. But also, it's like something that I've just observed. Like, I feel like it's because usually they've only done the process 1 or 2 times before.
Right.
So, and honestly, kind of like realtors, I don't know why, but a lot of people don't like realtors. Like, they think that realtors are like lying and deceitful and, you know what I mean, trying to get their money, or we're overpaid. So a lot of them is just trying to like, I guess find out, if we good people or not. I don't know, bro. But sometimes, bro, I'll be like, man, that shit not worth it on me.
Yeah, I agree. But other than that, this shit's been like a vibe. It's like it got ups, downs, but lucrative. But yeah, I gotta go up in price. Yeah, I gotta go.
For sure, man.
Also, when I start seeing those commissions,
oh yeah,
big difference.
Yeah, bro, big difference. You could do less deals, bro. When I did the math, especially if you're on a team, when I did the math, bro, to break 100,000, because that's my goal. You make a vision board?
Yeah. No, I don't.
Okay, I got a vision board, and one of my goals on there is 100,000. So, in order to hit that 100,000 goal, I think on a team, bro, the volume is like 24 deals. And I think my first year, I did a little over 3 million in sales, and I did 14. But I was stressed the hell out, so I'm like,
yeah.
If I gotta do 24, bro, that's 10 more deals. Nigga, that shit impossible.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna say impossible, but that shit a lot.
It's a lot of work.
Yeah. But also my average price point, I think, was like 300,000. But as I got a little bit better, like towards the end, or not the end, but yeah, I guess the end of that year, my price point was increasing.
Right.
So I was doing less deals, but they were higher end deals.
Right.
You know what I mean? I was a little bit more comfortable. So, yeah, bro, like, definitely, dog. That price point means something. That price point means something.
I'm already knowing, bro. Okay, so real estate is going good for you. When do you start getting into the investment property?
Okay, so the whole time I'm knowing I want to become an investor.
Right.
So as soon as I close this $1 million deal, as soon as I get the deal on the contract, I'm thinking, you already did
you already
calculation. You like, I'm finna get
already
this check. This what's going on. So I'm already planning it. So as soon as I close the $1 million deal, I take that check and I put it into an investment property. So I'm looking the whole time for investment properties. I close the deal, put that money into the investment. Buy it as a flip. So now I have a flip. I opened up my LLC and now I have a flip under my name.
Okay.
As well as the deal. And then, you know what Airbnb arbitrage is?
A little bit.
So pretty much it's the process of someone else owning the house.
Okay.
And then them renting it out to you. And then you putting it on Airbnb.
Okay.
So that's how I got my Airbnb. I bought the flip in August. I got the Airbnb in September. So it was actually my client. It was my first ever sale that I had.
Okay.
I sold her the house. She moved back to Louisiana. She was like, Chris, I want to sell the house. I was like, I don't know how much appreciation you're going to have in it. I was like, why don't you just rent it out to me and I'll put it on Airbnb. I'll pay you this amount. You'll make more money than you would make if you was renting it to someone else. And then I keep the spread of it for the month. And she was like, oh, yeah, cool. So I'm like, bet. She left all her furniture in there.
She's still paying the mortgage.
She's still paying the mortgage. So
okay.
the mortgage is under her name. I assumed all of the bills. So I put the utility under my LLC. I put the water. I put the trash. All that stuff is under my LLC, and I pay that monthly. Okay. I just pay her. I think she pays $1,100 or maybe $1,000 in a mortgage that she pays, and then I pay her $1,400 every month, and then I pay for all the bills. So it'll probably come out to like $1,700 a month that I pay overhead, and then I keep the profit.
Airbnb profits.
Right.
Okay, so with the Airbnb, so I don't have an Airbnb. Mm-hmm. So the Airbnb, so how are you setting up your bookings?
Right, so I use 3 different platforms.
Okay.
I use Airbnb, I use Bookings.com, and I use VRBO.
Okay.
I found that Airbnb, I know you 22, I'm 25, so I know, we still young folks, but from a business, entrepreneur standpoint, Airbnb is more people that are like us, looking to go somewhere for a weekend, party, have fun, you know what I mean? And I'm not saying those are bad people, but you have those people inside your crib, they don't care for it as much.
Right.
You got to get some more money out of your pocket. So I found that I get majority of my bookings from VRBO, and that crowd is a little bit more mature, and the bookings are longer. So they're staying for a week, 2 weeks. I've had one stay for a month, and the longer the stays are, the more money, and you don't have to pay for less cleanings.
Okay.
So I got to pay $100 per cleaning, so that adds up. If I got, every weekend, that's 4 bookings plus 1 booking throughout the week. That's 8 bookings. That's $800 that I have to pay in cleanings.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? As opposed to 1 booking for 2 weeks, it adds up. So majority of my bookings are coming from VRBO and Bookings.com, and it's a little bit more of a mature crowd. But I don't care. Airbnb, if I get a booking on there, I'll take it.
Yeah,
but sure. it keeps track of everything itself. So automatically, I'll get a notification to my phone. If they want to communicate, it come to my phone. All of it's direct deposit, come directly to my bank account. I just gotta worry about keeping the lights on, keeping the water on.
For sure. That's lit though. So it's very lucrative.
Yeah, for sure. I ain't gonna lie, bro. So what happened was it was honestly a blessing, because what happened was after I got the flip, I got the Airbnb. Then the flip started taking a lot longer than I expected.
Okay.
Which I'm sure we'll talk about in a little bit, but the flip started taking a lot longer than I expected, and then the Airbnb was helping me pay for it.
Okay.
Because I still had monthly interest-only payments on the flip that I'm doing, because it's a hard money loan.
Yeah. So
I would just take some of that profit from the Airbnb, put it into the flip, so now the Airbnb is taking care of the flip, so I don't have to pay my own, out of my own profit, or my own money.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, bro, it was a blessing, bro. I ain't gonna lie. Even, so she wants to, the client that I sold, she a friend at this point, but, so she wants to sell the house.
Now?
Oh, no, she wants to put it on the market, yeah.
Okay.
Which, cool beans. I ain't tripping. But now, bro, I want my own Airbnb because that's really what's allowed me, bro, to like live my life, like, you know what I mean, without having to worry about like, oh, when my next deal closing or like getting that commission, bro. It's because I had that investment, and so once I make that profit from flipping my house, I'm getting me an Airbnb. I'm gonna get some more flips, but I need that rental income, bro, because it's just that mailbox money.
Cash
bro.
flow.
Exactly.
I'm already knowing, bro.
You needed that, bro, because it's like, you know, you wake up, you getting paid. You know, you can calculate how much you make 3 months from now, like, because it's all booked, like, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
pretty much the whole summer I'm booked up. I had the house until September, so the whole summer I'm booked up, so I can calculate for that, where that money can go, all that stuff. So
that's lit, bro. That's actually something I learned. So like with my being online, making money online, bro, that's what I was realizing. It was like, bro, all I have to do is wake up and instead of going out, I mean, unless I'm doing real estate shit, bro, waking up and having steady cash flow, just straight looking on my phone and see that shit, bro. Like, bro, I'll do that shit over.
It's mandatory. It's mandatory, bro. And it's so many people, bro, that don't get that'll never be able to experience it because they so locked in to like, oh, I need a job or I need to work for somebody else.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I know, I feel like, you know, that's a whole another conversation, getting into like the creators of the world, and you know, you need some people to work for other people and
facts
and different stuff like that. But I feel like it's mandatory, bro. You want any type of wealth, you need that.
Only thing, like when it came to me, because I'm very financial literate, I invest in stocks, crypto,
right,
mutual funds, IRA, all that type of stuff. Like, I'm really set for a good minute.
Right.
But my hardest part was realizing that, like, when it come to like getting those cash flow vehicles,
right,
making that big investment up front.
Right.
That was the hardest for me.
And you gotta, I feel like folks gotta understand like the value in it, like, cause it's hard, bro. You know what I mean? Especially like young black men, bro. It's hard to like take that sacrifice. You know what I mean? You touch. Think about it, bro. I was 25 now. I was 23, 24 when I sold $1 million house, and right now, I mean, it's $12,000. It's not too much money to me, but when I touched $12,000, bro, I'm like, damn, bro, like I made it. Like,
you lit,
yeah. Like I'm not nigga, bro. You feel me? Like I'm like, man, I'm finna go do this, and I'm finna go do this, and I'm about to get a new car, and I'm about to, you know, that's immediately where my head went to, because that's what the culture teach us. That's
facts.
That's what we, you know what I mean? It don't teach as like young black men. We got it if we don't have on like designer, we don't got on clean Air Force Ones, or we won't step like this, then we corny. We don't fit the mold.
Right.
But like you said, I feel like the difference between the people who are actually like that and the people who are just trying to put the front on is like you got to understand how to take that risk up front. Like how you was like, you know, it's a calculated risk. It's like, okay, you know, I just made $12,000. I could take it. I could buy me, you know, 4 or 5 pair of designer shoes, or I could buy a new whip, or I could do this, or I could study, you know, this investment for this flip, you know, figure out the numbers, make that sacrifice right now, put that big investment into this, and on the back end, 2 years from now, you know what I mean, I'll be able to get those designer things, plus have some more money to get some more investments.
Facts.
You know what I mean? And then
sure.
I feel like that's something that's completely skipped in like our culture, especially as like young black men, bro. Like it don't be taught to us. You know what I mean? Like the higher up I get, bro, and the more success I have in real estate, I'm around like people who are like real deal, like millionaires, got money, bro. You know, and the biggest thing is, you know what I mean. And then you understand where I'm coming from. The biggest thing, bro, is like they understand that sacrifice. It's like you can have all the nice shit, bro. Like you can still be a real nigga. You can still have, you feel me? But you just you gotta be smart about it, dog. Like you can't if you're not living like that. If you don't got the type of bread to be rocking Balenciagas, my nigga, then why you want?
Yeah,
you feel me? $1,600 shoes, $1,200 shoes, but really, you feel me, you don't own no property, you don't have your own house, bro, like, you don't have no type of investment, you don't have life insurance, bro, you don't understand none of these concepts, but you got on some shoes that's, you know, somebody rent, like, come on, bro, but that's the culture, bro, like, you know what I mean, that's my biggest goal, bro, after I get established in real estate, bro, I want to start, like, a school, like, a school for, like, investments, and just teaching. I want to focus on the black community. But I mean, I open it up to anyone. I ain't hating on nobody. But you feel I want to focus on the black community, and I want to teach my friends and family, like, how to, like, recognize, how to take calculated risk, and, like, where to put that bread, bruh. And, like, it's really a mindset, dog. Because once you get into that mindset, it's like it don't feel right. Doing anything else don't feel right. I don't feel like a real nigga, bro. If I understand that I'm going to buy an AMG, but I have the money to do it, but once I buy that car, like, that ain't my lifestyle no more. That ain't my body. Right. You get what I'm saying? That's not who I am. So once you got that mindset, bro, I feel like it just changed how you move. You feel me?
That's actually, like, that's where I'm at now, cause, like, bro, I've been financially lit and literate and, like, just had my head on my shoulders for, like, since I was like 15.
Yeah.
But it's like I'm having, you know, some success or whatever. But, like, my hardest part is, like, my friends who still trap.
Right.
Or,
you feel me?
Like,
you trying
everybody, like, I'm trying to show them, like, bro, this is what y'all need to be doing.
Different shit,
but it's
bro,
hard for them to
see it, because they see themselves as the trap nigga. You get what I'm saying? Bro,
yeah.
I feel
but they making 100 because they can show me, because I can't show them 100. Right here, right in that cash.
And so niggas see that shit and they like, oh yeah, this is the type of nigga I want to be. This is what's lit.
For sure.
Bro, but I'm like, bro, that's not long term. You feel it can't
Facts.
be. And I'm not even hating on the hustle, because I'm a hustler either way.
Yeah, sure.
So I'm like, bro, if you gonna do that, at least have the right mindset, bro. Do that shit. Put some money up. Put it into this, or however that looks like. But don't you setting yourself up for that's the only thing that you gonna ever be able to do, bro.
Facts.
You feel me? Like, and that's I feel like that's that, you know, I don't know, like, how we started talking about, like, our culture, but I feel like that's the issue with, like, at least young black men, like, and that are like us, bro, is like they don't have enough people that's like I don't know your upbringing, but I know what was taught to me was go to school, get a job, you know what I mean, like, get an education, get a college degree so you can get a nice paying job.
Same thing.
You feel me? But it was never really taught to me, bro, like higher level thinking, or like
high level thoughts, high level conversation.
Exactly. Like, create. Like, you want to be the creator, because that is where everything snowballs from. Like,
facts.
You feel me? The creators of the world are the ones that control the world, instead of just following in everyone's path or working for someone. Even if you make $100,000 working for someone, what's your quality of life, or how does that look? How does that affect your children, bro? I don't know, bro. I'm real passionate about that. Like you said, trying to put your homies on, like, a new perspective of life. I feel like that's really, once I make all this money, bro, once I'm set in my position, I feel like that's really, like, my calling, is, like, helping other men specifically understand, like, how to get out of that, like, rat race, like, how to become, like, a true, like, alpha male, like, in all aspects. You know what I mean? Like,
facts.
You feel me?
That's actually, so that conversation, this conversation right here is actually what kind of led me into starting this specific podcast.
Really?
Was really, like, cause, bro, I've been teaching, like, people, cause, you know, I grew up Muslim.
Yeah.
So, like, in the Muslim culture, it's like everything is structured. Mm-hmm. So, like, it ain't no, like, I don't smoke, I don't drink, I don't do no crazy shit.
Yeah.
So, like, that structure taught me is, like, how to, like, be on point, or, like, in a fasting for 30 days.
Yeah.
Type shit. Teach you, like, a different type of discipline.
Yeah.
So, like, I used to use that shit to, like, on my shows, to, like, be like, okay, this is what y'all need to do. When y'all touch, I haven't done, like, when you ain't touched a certain amount of money yet, type shit, but, like, certain shit, like doing shit for girls, buying flowers, taking girls on dates, not calling them bitches, type shit, like that. Simple shit though. But people be needing to hear that shit.
Yeah, on me, bro. Cause it don't be no one that it don't be no one to teach anything else for real. You know
Especially
what I mean?
like in our age though.
Yeah.
Because it like be the older niggas.
Yeah,
that's
the OGs that's
yeah,
tripping
the
out.
OGs
So it's
that
like,
be tripping type shit. But I feel like, you know, even like with the shows like this and just even seeing more faces like you that are young and people that they can actually relate to, because, you know, only other people that a lot of these black people really see is they see the
rappers,
little
the
babies, the young thugs,
the
like,
sports players,
these sports players,
and they got the fame, they got the females, they got the money, they got the lifestyle.
Yeah,
and so of course niggas are, you know what I mean, they gonna want to imitate that however the best they can. You feel me, like locally, but I don't know, bro. And that's what I'm saying. Like, do you really think that all of those people don't have any type of like investments anywhere? Like, you know what I mean? Maybe they're not really talking about it, but you best believe they got, you feel me, they invested. They got some money in real estate. They got some money in cryptocurrency and NFTs if they don't know shit about it. But they learning about these things, or they got someone to do it for them that's putting them on game. You feel me?
Right.
Yeah, bro. We on the same page, dog. I feel you.
For sure. And yeah, and that's really like, bro, I've been on that since I've been a young nigga. Like, bro, I've been on that. Like, bro, I studied, like, my background is really like, so, you know, I grew up all Muslim community. I was really like I kept away from a lot of bullshit. Mm-hmm. So I'm not really too much bullshit. I mean, I seen like, you know, I grew up in the hood a little bit, but I seen all aspects of life. So I seen the rich people. I seen the rich Muslims, big houses, mansions, but they was like family though. So like they're like, you know, like a rich Muslim is a little different.
Yeah,
they're like, you could be the brokest nigga. Like in Saudi Arabia, be the brokest person on the street, bro. They gonna take you. You come to my house, take your shoes off. You need to take a shower. Yeah. Some of the nicest people you'll ever meet in your life. Yeah. Type shit. So that's really like the type of culture I grew up in, and just growing up, it really wasn't until I got to Pensacola to where I like started seeing like, okay, like the streets, like shit, this shit ruthless, or even like females with like weave in their head. Yeah. Cause I grew up all natural. Yeah. Like my mama's sister locks, long. Yeah. Like all natural shit. My sister's hair long, all natural. I ain't really get engraved into like the culture. Yeah. Until like I moved to Pensacola. 2006, then we stayed here for like 3 or 4 years, moved to Orlando. Right. Then I ended up having to come back to Pensacola, and that's for like when I got to high school is really when I started seeing like, damn, like all this shit is cool, but it's crazy. Yeah, it's like, fuck. It's like, this shit bro, really work, bro. Yeah, and it's really like, bro, like. But that's when I really start, and really it's kind of like people like 19 Keys, people like Khalid Muhammad, Brother Ben X, Louis Farrakhan, even Malcolm X. Like, bro, I started just studying, bro. Yeah. From like 13 to like 18, bro, I studied everything. Yeah. From like science, religion, fucking health. Like, bro, I studied everything. And that's like made me who the person I am today. Like, I don't eat no meat. Damn. I don't drink. I don't smoke. None of that shit. That's dope, man. And I just be trying to put my other people on, but it's kind of hard to reach people when they like, I'm the only person that they see that's different. Mm-hmm. Right. Versus where they see, okay, they got a little baby. Yeah, they got the trappers. Yeah, it's 50 of them. Yeah, exactly. Versus one. So you outnumbered. Yeah, it's outnumbered. And I'm feeling you, bro. I'm feeling you. Like, if I had to give any advice to like, when I'm talking to like my younger niggas, bro, like, I feel like if you can just take, like, for example, a real big thing, like in our age group, I feel like that's distracting is women. Facts. And I think, I mean, rightfully so, I can appreciate it, but like, I think when you take, like my advice to them would be like, bro, just take a couple years, bro. If you don't have anything that you are working for, like if you don't have a dream, bro, like anything that you want to do, like that defines you, you don't need to be with no women, bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like I feel like the way that you make yourself valuable is you have to focus on you. You feel me? Like what you just said was dope, bro. You said you don't eat meat, you don't drink, you don't smoke.
That's dope. I drink. I ain't gonna lie to you. And
sure.
I eat meat. You feel me?
I don't knock it. I don't knock it, though.
You feel me? No,
yeah, for sure.
I eat chicken and shit. You feel me? But, which is dope in its own way. But, like, I'm saying, like, that's your bag. You feel me? My bag may be a little bit different.
For sure.
And I don't never try to put anyone on my specific, like, the things that I want to do.
Right.
Right? But I say, bro, if you don't got something that you doing and that inspires you to do the correct things in life, or that with or without anyone else, you're going to pursue these things, bro, you don't need to take any time to be with anybody else, or you don't need to be focusing on anything. It's because all those other things are just distractions. You feel me? Like, it's just a front, really. Like, you trying to impress her. You know, she trying to impress you. But neither of y'all really know who y'all actually are. Y'all don't know what y'all want to do in the future. So, in all actuality, what type of setup is that? You feel me? Like, you just wasting your time, essentially. You know what I mean? Even if y'all do get together, y'all have a kid, now y'all really stuck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that's just kind of like our culture, bro. And it's kind of sad because the older I get, like when I was a jit, bro, I ain't really get it. You know what I mean? It was just kind of like, you know, like the lit niggas get the attention, which I mean is cool. I was always a lit nigga, so I was running with them, but like it make more sense. Oh. The older I get, bro, okay. Yeah, the older I get, bro, the more I'm like, that shit add up, bro. You know what I mean? Because it's value. It's really the more you in tune with yourself, the more you like, bro, I'm doing this no matter what nobody say. That's a man. You feel me? Like, that's masculine. Like, I'm gonna get this done. I'm gonna figure out how to do this shit for myself. I ain't doing this for no female. I ain't doing this to look cool. I'm doing this for myself. And then on the back end, you know, whatever I want to look like or however I want to portray myself is my choice. But I don't know, bro. That's a real deep conversation, and I feel like it need to be had. And
I'm with it though, like, bro. That's what I be telling people nowadays. It's like, bro, if your money not right, bro. I'm one of them people like, bro, if your money not right, you should not be having kids.
Straight up. Straight up, bro. You feel me? I'm in full support of that. But folks want to talk about like love and passion and this and bro, come on, bro. Like same thing with marriage, bro. Same thing with dating. Like, bro, I ain't in the game of being no simp or anything like that or being played out by women at all. But I do feel like, bro, if you're not in a position to focus on someone else, like you still getting it, that's cool, bro. That's okay. Yeah. You feel me? Because a lot of niggas not man enough to admit that. But like the goal is you gonna be there one day. You feel me? So I feel like like you shouldn't be dating, you shouldn't be married, you shouldn't be having no kids if you can't have, like you said, high level conversations, bro. Mentally, it all start with a mindset. So even if you don't have a mindset, bro, it don't matter. Nothing else matter. Like, it don't matter how much money you got, bro. You could show me $100,000 from you trapping, bro. If you don't got the mindset and understanding how to live life, bro, you shouldn't be taking care of nobody else. You shouldn't have a wife. You shouldn't have a kid because your mindset not correct. That $100,000 could be gone tomorrow once you go to jail. Fact. That shit took. Now you got to come back out and start all over. That shit took you 8 years to get to that point. You feel me? But if you don't have the mindset, bro, now you what, 26, 27, got to start all the way over. So now you got a record. You feel me? It's just,
I'm on the same shit, bro. But that type of thinking, bro, is really like what letting me like I don't do no bullshit. Right. Like, you're not finna catch me in the hood no more. You're not finna catch me hanging out with drug dealers. Right. Like, it's cool. Like, I respect even like my old friends. Like, they know. Like, bro, if it ain't legal, I don't want no parts.
Nah, for sure, bro. That makes sense, bro. It makes sense. And it's sad that you gotta, cause it's like, bro, we be so distracted, and we're so talented, bro. Like, as a culture, dog, like, we're so talented. Cause if you really think about it, bro, even if we just talking about trapping, that business structure, like every hood nigga, bro, understand the structure of being a trap star, bro. It's real simple. You get what I'm saying? You understand how to flip and make money, take your profit, go re-up. It's the same concepts. When I was selling shirts, bro, literally it's the same concept.
Right.
I would invest a couple $800. I get 100 shirts. I sell them at this price. If I increase my prices, I would make a little bit more. On the back end, I increase my profit. I go take that same amount of money, re-up, and I keep doing the same thing until I scale it. But that's a business plan. Simple. Right. But niggas don't get, like, you know, niggas don't, it's more appealing. Like, it's
they don't get it with other shit, but they get it with the drugs.
You feel me? But it's cause we done glorify, like, all that shit. Like, that shit look, it's like, all right, yeah.
That's what look appealing.
Yeah, you know what I mean? Like, I got this persona, but really, bro, I don't know. I don't think that shit pay off, bro.
But
I never really see that shit work out.
Going back to what you said, though, and that's true, too. That shit don't never work out. But going back to what you said, though, like, even I learned, because I study everybody. From Donald Trump to even Kevin Samuels, people, the worst type of people that people hate, even Hitler. I study everything. And, like, one thing I noticed is, like, bro, if they listen to exactly what you said, taking the time out to, you know, not be focused on women and getting distracted by women type shit, bro. When they become 40, bro, that's the lit nigga. Like, after the lit niggas that died and shit, yeah. That's the nigga who everybody, that's who gonna be coming. Yeah. You that nigga.
Yes, and that's how the females come on the back end. You feel me? Like, you, all right, boom. You done set yourself up. You done created something. You created value. I like to talk, when I have conversation with people, I'm like, I'm creating value. So everybody wants, like, a high value person. Whether you a male or female, you want a high value female, you want a high value male, right? So high value, and like, when you're younger, high value is in, like, the things, you feel me? But I feel like once you get older, it's in more like the lifestyle, like, things get a little bit more serious. So like you said, once females get older, they don't want no nigga that's going in and out of jail, or, you feel me, providing them with a dangerous lifestyle, or their kids aren't safe. You know what I mean? They gonna want, you know, someone who's solid, that can lead, like, someone that's, like, masculine, can understand that shit, bro.
And even a lot of girls, they don't get that until they older anyway.
Yeah.
Because they be wanting the trap nigga.
Yeah. Yeah,
they
bro.
Be wanting
but see now, bro, if we being honest, bro, you can't listen to a female, bro. You can't, just straight up. And I don't mean that no disrespectful way, but they're feminine. They live in feminine energy, bro.
Right.
So they gotta be guided by masculine energy. So if you think about it, like you said, like you just said, you come up to a female, like, in our culture, they gonna want, like you said, they think they attracted to, like, the trap niggas. Or they think that they into this and into that, or they think that they want these different things, but they don't understand it because they are made to be led, bro. It's not about what they want, bro. They gonna react to the men.
Yeah.
You feel me? So it's they live in a feminine state. So if all they seeing is trap niggas and this is what a man looks like, that's what they gonna think that they want until they exposed to something different. You feel me? That's why in different cultures it's different.
Right.
Because they men move different. You feel me? So yeah, bro, like, that shit get real deep, bro. I be studying that shit, bro. I'm into, like, red pill, blue pill, like,
for sure, man.
You feel me?
Them niggas lit.
For real, like, masculine, feminine energy, alpha, beta, bro. Like, I be on all that shit, and I think that shit. So I feel like it's like a lifestyle. Like, it's not just in one portion of your life. Like, you can't be like, oh, like, I'm masculine here. You know, it's something that, like, is like a lifestyle. You know what I mean? Like, like how you work, like, your goals, how you interact with women, where you put your time and efforts, what do you do for fun? Like, I feel like that all, like, I feel like when I talk to people about this, bro, and I say the word masculine, they think of, like, lifting weights. They think about, like, just a big nigga, strong, like, you know, tough is what they think. But again, I feel like that shit all is a mindset. Like, all is you gotta know when to implement that and when not to implement that. And I'm not saying, but I'm 25. I'm not saying, like, I'm completely there.
Fact.
Like, I made it, but I do feel like just the fact of me being able to speak these things out loud helps me to be like, yeah, bro, I'm working towards, like, where I want to be. You feel me?
Fact.
Yeah, dog.
But shit, I'm glad we linked up. Shit, like, bro, that's like I've been on that same way, bro, for the past couple of years. Like, bro, it ain't nothing gonna distract. Nothing's distracting me.
Right.
Like, I'm focused. I've been focused type of shit. We can go on. Like, but even like moving forward, like, bro, I realized that like when it comes to a lot of people, it's like they don't really want to listen. The average person is not gonna listen to you until you become.
Yeah. Until you can fit that stereotype, bro. I swear to God, bro. That's why, bro. As soon as I am who I am, and as soon as I understand where I'm at, bro. One of the first things I'm gonna do is I'm gonna buy a fucking fat ass VVS chain. I'm gonna buy dope ass cars. Sure. And then when niggas see me, the first thing they gonna think is, oh, this nigga either play a sport, he a rapper, or he trapping.
Facts.
And then once I understand, or once I put him on, nah, bro, like I'm an investor. I sell real estate. I'm educated. I'm an educated young black man.
Right.
Or I'm an educated black man, bro. Like you could still, I ain't corny though. I ain't no goofy nigga. Like I could still be dope, but I don't gotta be like risking my freedom shit. Yeah. I don't gotta be risking my shit or on no wild shit to still be a real nigga, bro. Like I ain't, you feel me? And don't get me wrong, I ain't on no like whole shit. You feel me? I'm like that in real life, but
for sure.
You feel me? It's just a mindset, bro. Like a growing up and like just being mature and like understanding that shit. But yeah, dog. Once like you said, cause niggas ain't gonna hear me now because they like you said, your homeboys like, oh, can you show me 100,000 in cash, or where your VVS chain at?
Facts.
You got a mouthful of the VVS diamonds in your mouth, or you drive the AMG or the G-Wagon.
Facts. You
can't show me that, but these niggas can. You feel me? But right now, like I was mentioning earlier, we making a sacrifice.
Yeah.
We sacrificing. So every sacrifice we making, every day we doing, small things that's gonna set us apart. And so in the back end, like 5 years from now, bro, we gonna be completely different niggas from them. You feel me? And
or even then, like, bro, even 20 years from now, because when 20 will be like in our 40s, like, yeah. Bro, that's gonna be like and I think I think it's 35 and up where you really start to see the difference in what people did in their 20s and then teenagers.
For sure, exactly. Like the decisions that you make, you feel me? Like I don't play video games. You feel me? And I ain't hating on nobody that play video games,
right?
But you feel me? I don't play video games, but that small thing in my life, a lot of men like from 16 to my age spend a lot of time playing video games.
Facts.
You feel me? And so just that small thing that put me able to make more time for my business. You feel me? And like you said, 20 years from now, that shit gonna show, because that's something that I've done on a daily since I was a kid. Like really, I stopped playing video games when I was a kid. You feel me? It was just never my thing. But that's just one small thing, bro. That's you'll be able to show, like you said, like when the older we get.
That's lit. But yeah, but I know we did kind of get off topic.
Yeah, we started talking about.
But I fucks with it though. That's why this shit raw and uncut.
Yeah,
and it's like all real and authentic. So let's go into you getting your first property. Mm-hmm. So you're saying it was taking a little bit longer than usual,
right?
So first, how'd you get the property?
So I used a hard money loan.
Okay.
So I couldn't qualify. So in order to get traditional financing, that you need probably like 2 years of tax returns.
Yeah.
Or whatever. So, or you need 20% down of whatever. And they're usually not willing to finance fix and flips. And if they are, you probably need more than 20% down. So I used a hard money loan because that money is a lot easier to get.
Right.
So I had to put 20% down on the hard money loan. I got a 10%. It was a 9.99% interest rate. And I had 3 points of origination, or 3%. Yeah, it was 3 points, which came out to like $2,000. It was like $2,500 that I had to pay for origination fees. And yeah, that was it. And they financed the rehab 100%, and they financed the rest of the property. So I think I owe like a little bit less than $70,000 on the property. I got it for $90,000. My goal was to put $75,000 into it. That increased because we had to get the architectural plans.
Right.
And we ripped off the back half of the house. We're gonna extend the square footage. So it's gonna go from a 1,200 square foot house to a 1,700 square foot house. So we're adding 500 square feet.
Okay.
We're adding an extra bedroom. We're adding another bath and another half bath. What else are we adding? That's it. I mean, we're redoing the whole house, but essentially, I bought it. So I'm gonna put 75 into it, extend it, rehab it. I'll probably end up putting like closer to 100 into it.
100 into it.
So if you run the numbers, the goal is to sell it. The comp, and we'll see, because the area is developing. So like when I first bought it, it was still kind of like iffy.
Yeah.
But like right now, I think there's like 4 new builds on that street, and it's
so
right close to downtown. So so we good, bro.
Matter of fact, y'all good, because actually, I don't know if you know, but you know, my company I'm at now, they put in the Waverly.
Yeah.
And that start 900 and up.
Yeah.
So y'all gonna be.
Damn. I seen that shit though. The Waverly. Yeah. I was supposed to go to the opening or something like that.
Yeah, I seen some of the. I seen Eric and.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. It was dope. I should have went, but I think I was doing something else. But yeah, bro. And so, I'll be looking for comps, but the comps we at now, it'll put us right at, I think 430, probably closer to like 415. I'll count for like 400,000. If I bought it for 90, I mean, you can run the number. I bought it for 90.
Ooh.
If I put 100 into it, that's 190 for anything that I'm not keeping, like for anything I'm not calculating in my head. So like as an investor, they teach you to use like 20% like cushion.
Right.
So let's just use the number. I was at 190, so let's use the number 210. We could even use 220. If I sold it for 400,000 on the low side of things, that's what is that?
You're coming out about almost too strong.
400 minus 290. Was it 220?
220 or 290? 210. You said 210.
210. That's 190. Now, I would have to pay myself back. Like in order to get my profit,
I need
to pay myself back. So, if I subtract
75 or anything,
let's say 90 for the property, and subtract. I'm doing that math wrong. When I did the math, I have 2 investors on it with me too.
Okay.
So when I did the math, I think it came out that we would probably be able to make like 40 to 50K a piece on top of what I've already put into it, is around.
Basically, you breaking even. That 50K is just extra.
Right, that 50K is the profit.
I mean, that's not bad though.
Yeah, and then I would be getting a check for like 80K because I'm getting paid back for what I owe.
Yeah.
Or what I put into it. So if I already put 30, then I'll get the 50K profit plus what I spent into the property, which was 30. I'll be able to take that 80K, reinvest it. You feel me? Pay myself, then reinvest it. And so that's how it worked in being like a flipper.
That's lit though.
Yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah. So, estimated completion.
Like the date?
Yeah.
It's hard to say, bro, but hopefully, bro, within the next 3 months, I'll be completed with it. I'm starting on construction Monday. Actually, we're pouring the concrete.
Okay.
Then I have the framers coming in to frame up the house, and then we'll lay the subfloor, and then we'll do, plumbing, electrical, drywall, all that stuff. But yeah, it really just depends on how fast we can get these trades lined up. But I'm gonna give it no more than 4 months.
Okay.
No more than 4
months.
That's
lit.
Yeah, no more than 4 months.
Yeah.
Now that we starting. Unless something crazy happen.
Yeah, that's crazy. That's lit though. But I support it. I mean, but that's actually where I'm trying to go next. So I'm probably gonna wait till I graduate though. Mm-hmm. Cause I need to finish school.
Bro, we should link on this wholesaling thing, bro. So I'm gonna be real with you. That wholesaling was not in my plans. It wasn't in my cards. But I knew I wanted to flip houses. So along me trying to find deals, I came across wholesalers, and then essentially wholesaling is the process for which I get a house under contract,
right,
and then I sell it for a higher price, and I keep the split. So if you are willing to sell me a house for $100,000, I get it under contract at $100,000. Then I go to a friend and I say, bro, I'll sell you this house for $120,000. They're like, okay. They sign the paperwork. You sell it to me for $100,000. I sell it to them for $120,000. I keep the $20,000. But it works all at once. You get what I'm saying? So like,
when it closes, everybody gets paid.
Exactly. So I never take possession of the house.
Right.
I'm really just assigning.
So you're just acting like a owner, in a sense.
In a way, you're not the owner, but you're the owner of the contract, of the paperwork. Right?
Okay.
Yeah. So once we sign the paperwork,
basically, you selling the deed.
Right. You're selling.
Okay.
I'm not selling the deed. I'm selling the contract because I haven't taken ownership of the deed yet.
Okay. Right.
So as soon as we sign the paperwork, that means you're under contract. You've agreed to sell me the house.
Right.
So now I own that paperwork, and we're under contract unless something changes. Right. If I can find another buyer before I have to go to closing, there's nothing that's stopping me from reselling it to that other buyer and keeping the split in between, because you've already agreed to sell it for $100,000. They've agreed to buy it for $120,000.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? So I can keep that profit as if I was to just like buy it from you, hold it for like a year, and then sell it to them. But I'm just doing it all at closing. Right. So if you understand, like I want to get into flips. I want to find these off-market deals. Then I'm finding wholesalers, but wholesalers want to make money too.
Right.
So what do? They take all the equity out of the deal to try to. So like you said, if the house is worth $130,000, me and you got it under contract for $100,000. Like you gave it to me for $100,000. It's worth $130,000 fixed up.
Right.
They are trying to sell it to me for $120,000.
Okay.
As a flipper, it's so like, well, I don't have.
I get the 10.
You would get the. If you were the flipper.
Yeah. No, if I'm the wholesaler,
you would get the 20. So think about it. So if you're the wholesaler, I have a house at $100,000.
Okay.
You're the wholesaler. You come to me. You say, "Hey, Chris, I want to buy your house for $100,000." I say, "You know what? I'll sell it for $100,000." You say, "Okay." You write the contract up.
Okay.
In the back of your head, you're like, "I know this house is worth
a little bit more.
Okay. Fixed up, and I have an investor that would buy it for $120,000, so he could fix it up and then resell it for $130,000. So then you get it under contract with the investor at $120,000. You keep that $20,000 split. He's gonna invest into it and sell it for $130,000. He'll get the $10,000. You'll get the $20,000. They get the $100,000 for selling a house. You get what I'm saying?
It makes sense.
Right. But the issue is when you're a wholesaler, when you're an investor, and you're trying to deal with wholesalers, a lot of the times the wholesalers want to take as much equity as possible.
Right.
Like they want, because in all actuality, a flipper isn't gonna want to buy that house at $120,000 because he's gonna have to put money into it. And then so by the time if it's only worth $130,000, he's not gonna make that much of a profit, so it's not gonna be worth it. You feel me? So what I'm learning right now is the skill of skipping the wholesaler and me just becoming the wholesaler. So that way, when I want to invest, I can just pick the deals myself that I want, and then I can wholesale the rest.
Yeah, but because you've been a real estate agent.
Right.
Okay.
And that helps out, right? But I ain't gonna lie to what I'm learning with this wholesale stuff is it's quick and easy money, right? So. And it especially like I know you said like you had a homie that wasn't on the up and up with it, and I can say that it's easy. Like some people are like that. Like some people are shiesty, and I think that's why wholesalers and realtors get a bad name is because people who don't know, they associate wholesalers and realtors together. They don't really know the difference between everything, and so like I think it can get like a little shiesty. But like if you're a realtor, like I'm already a realtor, so I understand the background of everything, so I understand how it works. But like for example, bro, I got this deal under contract at it was in pre-foreclosure. They were going through divorce. I got it under contract at $145,000, and I sold it. I'm assigning the contract to an investor at $179,000.
Damn.
Yeah.
Yeah.
and that shit easy. Like I ain't like it's not like I'm taking a risk of doing the flip. You know, like on my.
So you're finding the buyer though.
Yeah, I have a buyer's list.
Okay.
So I have a list of investors that are like, hey, I want to invest in Pensacola, Florida. And that's not hard to come by. It's like, I want to invest in Pensacola, Florida. I'm looking for fix and flips. I'm looking for investment properties. I'm looking for rentals. I'm looking for Airbnbs.
Okay.
That's not hard to come by, especially we're already realtors. That's not hard to come by, right? So I built a list, and my list is not even long, but I'm building that list. And so as soon as I got the property under contract, I shot it out to everyone on that list, and I said, hey, I have this house that all it needs is a roof and some paint, and it's for sale for $179,000. Everybody was like, yeah, like I'll do it, and then I got it under contract at $179, $2,000 above asking. I asked $177, but I got it under contract at $179, and I mean, was that a $34,000 difference, bro? And you didn't have to think about it.
So you're getting the 20.
I would be getting the 30. In this case, 30. 36.
Bro, that's lit.
and I ain't take no risk. Like, I ain't have no money involved. I didn't have to assume anything. I'm closing on it. It hasn't closed yet, so I don't have the 30K in my, you feel me? Yeah. But it's closing Monday. But I ain't have no risk. I ain't have to put up no earnest money. I didn't have to buy the property.
Right.
I don't have to worry about securing the contractors. I don't have to worry about the architectural plan. And don't get me wrong, if I would have flipped it, I probably would have made more money.
Right.
But it's just less risk. I literally got it under. The dude told me he was willing to sell it last week. The following day, it was under contract. This whole week, like it's been like a 2-week process. For $32,000, bro. I mean, hell yeah. Now, I do, because it's my first wholesale deal. I do have a partner, or it's called JVing. So she's helping me out with the deal, making sure it goes through and everything's good. So I'm splitting that with her. So it's more like $17,000 I'll be coming home with, right? But that's still easy, you know what I mean, for what I'm doing. And all wholesale deals is not like that. It's more common to get like, $4,000, $5,000, $10,000,
right? As
opposed to like $30,000 on your first deal. That's not common, but still though, bro, you feel me? Like, just the skill of being able to find those off-market deals, that put the leverage in my court. And that's what I was about to say to you, is like, you already said you interested in like flipping, investing, all that stuff.
For sure.
You feel me? I'm about to build like the back scene for like, wholesaling. Like I wanna like you was talking about, like automate my marketing. I wanna send out consistent mailers. I wanna do all that shit. You know what I mean? If you want to partner on some of that shit, bro.
Yeah, bro, I'm with it, bro.
I'm looking for partners, bro. I want to learn, bro. I want to be around like-minded people. But
for sure, man, I'm all in, bro. Even like doing something myself too.
Yeah.
Yeah, you teaching the game, bro.
That's what I'm saying, bro.
That's what I'm saying. Because actually, I might have somebody who like might want to wholesale it right now.
Really?
So, possibly. Because it's probably gonna be a process to even get it listed.
Mm-hmm. That's what I'm saying, bro. Exactly, and that's what you're looking for. They call motivated sellers, and usually, it's people that are in pre-foreclosure, people that are going through a divorce. I look for code enforcements, like the grass is too tall, or there's a bunch of cars in the yard, or probate, somebody just died. Just different motivating factors. We reach out to them. We say, hey, we want to buy your house. They say, bet. You know what I mean? As long as the price makes sense, then we could decide. Once we get some money flowing in, we got extra cash. We could decide, okay, is this something that we want? Do we want to take the risk?
Right.
Is it valuable to us to like want to put in the risk and flip it? Or we already got 5 projects going on. We don't want to take on that risk right now. We just wholesale it to another investor, make a quick $5-10K off of it. They make some money on the back end. We keep it pushing.
So now when you're doing these wholesale deals, so technically, are you approaching them as your LLC?
Yeah. So I'm
approaching
them as Chris King. So I do have to disclose. So there are rules and things that you have to do as a realtor.
Right.
I believe the number one thing and the biggest thing is to disclose that you are a realtor.
Right.
But I'm approaching them like not as Chris King, the realtor. I'm approaching them as like, okay,
business.
Yeah. My name is Chris King with King & King Real Estate Investments. I want to buy your house.
Right.
right? I am also a licensed real estate agent, and that's beneficial to me because a lot of these people, they think, everybody think their house worth $1 million. You feel me? So a lot of these people are like, oh no, I want more money for it. And again, that's where I try to be honest. I'm not trying to take advantage of nobody, because if they're not motivated enough to give it to me at that price, I can be like, okay, well, you're going to get majority of your money on the open market.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm also a licensed realtor, so if you want to list your house on the open market, we can.
Okay, so you got both ways.
Yeah, we can do both.
Right,
you know what I'm saying?
But
it's just about like being honest and like the approach. You get what I'm saying? Like if they are like, no, bro, like I want to get as much money as possible, my first question is, are you prepared for repairs? Because if you want to put it on the open market, then you're gonna have to be able to get financing. In order to get financing, you're going to have to put on a new roof. You're going to have to do the water heater, the HVAC. You're going to have to do the electrical if that's not up to date. So are you prepared for those? If you are, then hell yeah, let's put it on the open market. You'll get the most money there. You get what I'm saying? My commission check won't be as big, but I'm not trying to lie to you.
You get
what I'm saying? Yeah. But if they like, no, I don't have any extra money, or like, I don't want to do that, then I'm like, okay, well then the quickest way for you to get, this property sold is probably just to sell it to me. Because even if you put it on the open market, you're going to be looking at a cash buyer more than.
And then then they also not considering, they probably even going to end up be paying more because you got to pay both realtors. Title fees,
closing costs,
all this.
Yeah. So you gotta pay both, and that's the biggest thing. The realtor commission is the biggest thing. So you taking out a 5% out of whatever you're listing it at.
Yeah.
And for you to still come across the cash buyer, odds are if they're a cash buyer, they buy properties, so they're gonna offer you around the same thing that I'm offering you. But now you gotta pay a commission out of that.
Right.
So really on the back end, you probably losing money.
Right.
You get what I'm saying? If I'm being completely honest. So that's just my approach to it, and I'm just starting. Like I've only done one deal so far, so I'm not a guru on any of this.
Facts, but see, I'm with it though. Like after this, like bro, we definitely
chop it up,
link it up every day.
For sure.
Cause I'm free. I make my own schedule.
Yeah,
I'd be out here hustling, bro. I'd be traveling. Matter of fact, before we finish the conversation, I do ads in my show.
Okay.
Type shit. Yeah. So like, if you got anything you want to promote, you can like tell them.
I got YouTube.
Okay.
That's really it. I ain't even dropped no new videos, but that's it.
Okay, for sure. Well, y'all already know I own the Alexander brand. We make aromatherapy products. People suffering from congestion issues, headaches, anxiety, anything natural healing. We got you guys covered with specific essential aromatherapy oil blends, and then also we have the skincare products, shea butter, to heal your skin of cuts, rashes, blemishes, eczema, you name it, we can heal it. And also we got the smell good body oils. I got these on me today. Got like 3 of them on me today. Everybody who goes to the website right now, get 50% off everything. So shop alexanderbrand.com. No code is needed. You can smell these if you want to. Give them like a live review.
Yeah. Let me see what's going on with it. Oh, this one called Seduction.
Yes.
Oh, yeah. That's good right there. Yeah, I like that one.
It's Blue Now.
What's it called?
Blue Now.
Bro, honestly, I think one of my homies got one of these, bro.
Yeah. Sigma, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He, Tyrese.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's live, bro. I'm telling you, I'll be seeing you around. Oh, yeah. I like that one.
That's all. Just my Egyptian mask. You put that back on now.
I'm gonna pick my favorite. Let me see. Okay. Let me get one more whiff. I think I'm going with this one.
Okay, for sure.
Yeah. I like this one. I like that Seduction.
For sure, bro.
A little tang to it.
Yeah, bro. So if y'all want to shop, anything on the site, everything's 50% off right now at thealexanderbrand.com. Even clothing too, everything's 50% off. Go to thealexanderbrand.com. It's sponsoring this show. That's what pays my bills. So yeah. And back to the regular programming. So we back.
Yeah.
But yeah, I'm definitely interested in wholesaling shit.
For sure.
Yeah, we definitely got to tap in. 10 years from now, where you see yourself?
Ooh. 10 years from now, man, damn, what I'd be 34.
Yeah. OG status.
OG, yeah. At that point, I'm a real OG. Right? Starting a family, man. Like, if I don't have no children, probably, like, I'm thinking either I'm going to be just having children, or my children are going to be around like 1 or 2. Like, I want to have children into like my early 30s, beginning a family to create that legacy, that empire.
For sure.
But as far as my career, man, so once I take over, I just kind of explained my business plan, but once I'm able to take over and submerge myself in this market, I want to move on to like a little bigger market, so like Tampa, and I'm going to do the same thing, but I would still want to be submerged here.
Right.
So when I have ties and flips and properties and projects going on here, I'm going to go to Tampa, do the same thing, still have properties there, go to like a bigger city like California, do the same thing, and just have my business owning properties all around the country.
Are you, so with this real estate business that you're trying to do, are you solely focused on single family homes, or are you
I would do multifamily. I
Okay.
I would do all of that, everything. I mean, even commercial at some point. Once I'm not as educated on commercial, but I would be anything real estate, bro. I see the value.
For sure.
So, but yeah, so really the long term goal, like I said, I want to start that school to teach.
Right.
And then I want to go international. So
let me know, like, I actually want to invest into that shit.
Like
the
school.
And invest national shit. You know, I'm Muslim, so, you know, I got international connections.
Exactly, bro. So, yeah, we going to tap in, bro. But, yeah, so my overall goal is to, like I said, once I take over different sections of the country,
right,
I want to go and I want to do it around the world. So I want to have places in like Paris. They probably won't be, I mean, I don't know if they do fix and flips over there, but maybe like rental properties.
Well, they actually do them anywhere. I'm actually learning, bro. It's like, it's actually a lot cheaper in taxes when you buy your properties out the country.
Really?
Yeah, and then also like when it comes to like those investments, because you know it's a big, huge difference in the the currency.
Right.
So like, you know, you could come up.
Yeah.
And then like, so, and this is another thing too. A lot of people don't really know this, but in America, technically you don't really own your property.
Right.
So if you stop paying taxes on your shit getting taken from you.
For sure.
In other countries, if you own your shit, you own that shit.
Right.
So like,
right.
You do whatever.
And that's what I'm saying, bro. Like I would be, that's what I want to do. And I want to have like different rentals around the world, just different investments, and then create like a luxury, like exclusive, like travel, like you only have access through these to these properties via like some type of luxurious travel package that you have to go through, like
right, like not timeshare, but what do you call it? I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's like kind of like a timeshare, if you would.
Okay.
But, and then if this NFT shit just came out, so that would be a dope concept to like integrate with that idea or whatever. But, and then like you got the school, which is, you know, what would be like a non-profit thing, something that I would start. So if I'm 35, 10 years from now, 35, I think I would just be starting a family, and hopefully I would just be going international, probably.
Okay.
To be honest.
Yeah, bro, that's lit. I'm with it. Type shit.
Sure,
I really support it. But yeah, so I'm pretty much the same way. I think every day I wake up, bro, and the more I get older, I be realizing, like, bro, I probably don't want to have kids and start a family till like I'm way in my 30s, bro.
Bro, I be like, nah, bro, that's just not right now, bro. I'm like, bro, I want to travel. I got a lot of stuff to do, bro.
Facts.
But I do want a family, but I you know what I mean? Like, I want to leave my legacy. I want to leave my imprint on the world. I want to, you know, teach someone my ideologies and, you know, watch them grow up. So I do want that, and I don't want to be old as hell.
Yeah, for sure. But yeah, my biggest thing right now is just like liabilities. Mm-hmm. I be looking like a lot of shit. Like me getting married, settling down right now, probably be a liability for me.
Yeah, for sure.
Having kids right now would be a big.
They don't want to talk. They don't want to talk about that though.
Yeah,
that's a liability, bro. On me. That ring gonna cost you 10 racks. That wedding gonna cost you about 20, 30 racks, depending on how much you trying to ball out.
Gotta worry about the house.
That honeymoon house. You feel me? Now you got her family involved. Now you gotta take care of her. You feel me? A year later, you probably having kids. Yeah, bro. Liability. Smart man.
Yeah, for sure.
Smart man.
Tight shit. But like, it's really like people like my mama who really like. She was like, "You doing shit the right way." A lot of my OGs, they be like, they really who give me that reassurance of like, right. I'm doing shit the right way type shit.
Right.
Cause I be moving like I make every step I do is calculated. Yeah. I think about that shit like 100 times before I make a decision type shit.
That's respect, man.
That's how I be moving though.
That's respect.
Shit. And then I mentor about a number of older people.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like a lot of people my age don't be on the same shit I be on. Mm-hmm. They be on like crazy shit.
Of course, bro. They still youngins, bro. You know what I mean? And I mean, at the end of the day, bro, like I think about it and like the shit we talking about, bro. It's like people just getting into their 30s is talking about it, and they still ahead of the game. If you really actually thinking about it, like it's people like majority. There's not a person on my real estate team that's below. I think they're all 30 and above. You know what I mean? And they just now getting into like understanding real estate. You feel me? Bro, so
me too.
That's what I'm saying. You that's 7 years for you. You said you 23?
I'm just turned 22.
So that's 8 years for you.
Yeah. You
feel me? That's 5 years for me. Ahead of the game. You know what I mean? So it's like, yeah, bro. And even so I said that to say, like, our friends and like the people that we tapping in with, they not all lost causes, bro. They just,
for sure.
You know, life gotta happen to them. You feel me? I think everybody experienced some type of like happening that defines them, like a defining moment that kind of gets them to like be like, all right, bro, like I want something different. I can't keep doing this. You know what I mean? Right now, it's probably everything going good. I don't really got no reason not to try or not to do this because it's all going good.
I also look at it like growing up because I like to study people's flaws.
Right.
That's how I don't make no mistakes or like dumbass decisions. But I be looking like, bro. I always like when I was like 15, I was like, bro, I don't want to figure my life out once I hit 30.
Right. Yeah.
And then like my parents had passed away, and then now it's like I gotta be a man and shit. I was like, why not just start now?
Yeah.
That way, like everybody can help me, guide me, and then I'll be way better off when I actually hit 30.
For sure.
Type of shit.
Hey, not everybody get that, bro. You know what I mean? Not everybody understand that concept. You blessed. You sound like you got good people around you, bro.
For sure.
I think the biggest thing for me, bro, was my mom passing. We was real close. That opened up a lot of things in my life, so that just helped me, like, want to be like, all right, bro, you really by yourself. You either gonna fold or you gonna figure some shit out.
For sure.
Like,
how's your relationship with your dad?
Me and my dad cool. Like he
for sure.
He just moved to Haines City. It's like on the outskirts of Tampa.
Okay.
I just went to visit him, but yeah, my dad's cool. I love him to death.
For sure.
He helped me. I appreciate him too, because growing up, my dad was like very strict on me, and I didn't understand it in the moment. But now that I'm older, bro, a lot of the things that bother like the normal human don't really get under my skin, bro. You know what I mean? Because I worked so hard growing up. You know what I mean? Like, he had me, doing, like, oh, you got to clean up every weekend before you can go anywhere, wash the dishes every night. You need to wash all 4 of the cars, cut the grass. You feel me? But it taught me a lot of discipline. And now that I'm older, people ask me, how do I do a lot of the things that I do?
Right.
I had the successes. It's just because I put my head down, bro. And I just, when I want something, I'm like, I'm going to do it. If I mess up, I'm going to keep doing it until I get it. You feel me? Like, just 2 months ago, I didn't know what wholesaling the house was.
Right.
You feel me? I started studying it. I put my head down. it was people that I was like, bro, you shouldn't do that. Like, you should focus on just being a realtor. Like, you're not gonna make no money.
This is your other real estate colleagues?
It's just people in general. Okay. Like, it's like, oh, you're doing good over here. Just focus on this.
Okay.
You know what I mean? A month later, and again, I haven't closed it yet, but a month, tomorrow, I'm gonna close, hopefully. And
yeah, congrats.
$17,000 check. You know what I'm saying? I'm not hating on anything or anyone, but it's just, I can attribute a lot of that to my father. It's because that's just how he was growing up. Like,
for sure.
You want some shit, go get it. That's what men do.
That's lit, though. I like to see, like, a lot of black men who actually have, like, a good father figure. I have father figures. I didn't necessarily have my father.
Right.
But I got, like, father figures from, like, all aspects. So, like, I got OGs who used to be in the streets. I got OGs who been fucked up. And it's like, they be like, oh, nah, you ain't doing none of that shit. Like, they was tough on my ass.
Yeah. I got you. I'm knowing how it go, bro. I'm already knowing.
For sure. But, I mean, I appreciate you coming on the show, bro.
Of course, brother. I appreciate it. It was a vibe, bro.
For sure. We tapped in. Like, we got to get you back on. Actually, you probably stay here if you don't got nothing going on.
I ain't gonna lie. I got to go get to my girl, bro.
Okay, for sure.
And I got to go to, I got to prepare for this next week.
Okay.
Closing tomorrow. Yeah, it's already 3:19. So
okay, yeah, for sure. Well, yeah, you can catch up me and Trevor because we finna do a whole nother show type shit.
Yeah, bro.
For sure. But yeah, man, I appreciate you coming on the show,
of course,
man.
Bro.
I appreciate the real estate game. If you want to let them know anything you got going on.
Yeah, man. I mean, like I said, I'm going to finish this flip. I'm sure I'll keep y'all updated on the next time I hop on here. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to my YouTube channel at your favorite realtor on YouTube, Chris King, Realtor, Pensacola, whatever. Type in, hit that subscribe button. I try to drop consistent videos. And yeah, follow me on Instagram at Chris King Realtor _ and on TikTok with the same name. But yeah, that's really it, man.
Yeah, y'all, and this has been Eli's Viewpoint. Follow me. You can follow the podcast page, Eli's Viewpoint. We just created that. If you are listening to this on Apple, Spotify, Google, Amazon, go ahead and leave a review. YouTube, go ahead and like, subscribe, share, comment, all that good stuff. Any businesses want to collab on some advertisement, I'm back opening up slots, so tap in. Don't forget to shop the Alexander brand. We lit.
Sure.
And
get some that smell good. You feel me?
For sure.
This is my favorite one, the Seduction.
For sure, that's the best seller.
Yeah.
But yeah, this has been Eli's Viewpoint. New episodes on the way. I hope y'all like this episode. We're bringing more high-level episodes like this. Different people of aspects of life. I'm actually going to try to get my mama on. Get her perspective on, like, psychology and psychology. Because she works in the psych ward.
Okay. Oh, yeah. That's dope. So like, that was my major originally.
Really?
Psychology was my original major. And then I switched it.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
I took a couple classes. Like, I like all that shit. Yeah, like, all that shit's interesting.
It's dope.
It's
dope as shit. The human brain and everything, bro. Yeah. Yeah, for sure.
But yeah, y'all. Peace.